Welcome back to OpenNet School. The last session we have discussed about the case control studies and the cohort study and explained that these are analytical observational studies. And today I'll be discussing one of the foundations in these studies, that is the calculation of odds ratio in case of case control study and relative risk in case of cohort study. And we use 2 by 2 table for this. And this is the point of discussion today. So that is, in case control study, we will find out the odds ratio and relative risk in case of cohort study. And for this, you usually make the 2 by 2 table. So let us start with the case control study. So in case control study, we select cases. Cases are the patients. Then you look back, and also there are controls. Age, sex, mass. So for example, somebody has got are going to study about bronchogenic carcinoma, a case control study. The cases are the patients with bronchogenic carcinoma, and the controls are those without bronchogenic carcinoma. And then you look backwards and look at the exposure. So here you consider smoking as the exposure, and you find out how many of the bronchogenic carcinoma has got smoking, how many of the controls are having smoking, and look at how many of the controls have developed bronchogenic carcinoma. That is how you will do the case control study. That is, cases are the patients, controls without the disease. Then you look for the exposure. Here it is smoking. So let us, as an example, here we are taken 50 cases for bronchogenic carcinoma and 50 cases or 50 controls. So 50 cases and 50 controls. So 50, these are patients. Then you look at the exposure. Exposure is smoking. And this is the data we have obtained. So 40 patients with the cancer were smokers. And among the smokers, 20 had no cancer. Among the non-smokers, 10 developed cancer, and in the controls, 30 had no cancer. So total number of cancer is 50, and total controls were 50, total cases were 50. So there were total 100 cases. So hope it is clear. We took 50 cancer patients and 50 controls, and we identified the exposure, that is smoking history, in the cases and also in the controls, and you have tabulated like this. This point is clear. So in the 2 by 2 table, you make it as A, B, C, and D. These are fixed. And here you write the disease. The patient has got a disease, there is no disease. And on this side, you write the exposure. So here the exposure is smoking and no smoking. So this is how you tabulate. So among the smokers, how many had cancer? So here the number is 40. So 40 is the A. And among the smokers, how many had no disease? So it is 20. And in the column number C, what you'll be writing is the disease in the non-smokers. Here 10 had cancer, so here write the 10. And in this column D, we are writing no disease in the non-exposed. That is, in the non-smokers, how many had no cancer? So the value is 30. So this is how you tabulate. So this A, B, C, D are fixed. A is disease in the exposed group. B is no disease in the exposed group. And C is disease in the non-exposed group. And D is no disease in the non-exposed group. Hope this point is clear. Now you go for the calculation of the odds. So in a case control study, you cannot calculate the risk. You are only looking for the odds of development of the disease. So odds ratio can simply be, just remember this, cross multiply the table and you get the value. So this is A, this is B, this is C. This is the simplified way you can remember. It is AD divided by BC. So this is just, you remember, this is the way of calculation of the odds ratio. Cross multiply and then divide. AD divided by BC. There is no need to go into the exact details how it is done. So in this example, so you can calculate. So just look into how will you calculate this. So we'll draw the table. So A will be 40, B is 20, C is 10, and D is 30. So odds ratio will be 40 into 30 divided by 20 into 10. So it is equal to 6. So this is how you calculate the odds ratio. AD divided by BC. So the final answer in this case, the odds ratio is 6. Odds of developing is 6 times higher. So they say strong association. OB learned how to calculate the odds ratio. Now you go for the cohort study. In cohort study, you start with the exposure. So take the smokers as the exposed group. Select the non-smokers as the unexposed group. You follow them up and find out how many of them had cancer. So this is a prospective cohort. There are different types of cohort. Then this is the typical prospective cohort. Case control study is done for rare diseases. This is for more common cases. So you start from exposure and find out the outcome. Again, the values are tabulated same way. This is A, B, C, and D. So here the disease, here is no disease, there is exposure, smoking, not smoking. So consider the smokers who developed cancer. Take the value, what was 40. And non-cancer patients who were non-smokers were 60. So that comes here, non-smokers. Sorry, smokers without cancer, that is 60. So that smokers without the disease, 60. In the non-smokers, the cancer developed was 10. Non-smokers, no cancer is 90. Hope how to tabulate is clear to you. So the 2 by 2 table entries almost the same. So here A is 40. As I explained earlier, this is disease. Here it is exposure. Exposure present, exposure negative. Disease present, disease absent. So here we are calculating the relative risk. So relative risk is calculated by A divided by A plus B. So A is the smokers with cancer. B is the smokers without cancer. So the relative risk will be cancer patients divided by the total smokers. That is the risk or risk in the exposed group. Same way you can calculate the risk in the non-exposed group. So that will be C divided by C plus D. Hope this way of calculation is clear. So you identify the risk, relative risk in the smokers for developing cancer, and also you identify the relative risk in the non-smokers. Again, look at the table. So A is the first you calculate the risk in the exposed group. That will be A divided by A plus B. The risk in the non-exposed group will be C. C is the number of cancer patients among the non-exposed group. So that will be C divided by C plus D. So you have calculated the risk in the exposed group and risk in the unexposed group. Now you make the relative risk. That is by risk in the exposed group. Risk in the exposed divided by risk in the unexposed. So what will be? So again, we have already calculated the risk in the exposed as 0.4 and risk in the unexposed 0.1. So you divide it. Hope you understood the calculation. So we are doing the first year identifying the risk in the exposed group, risk in the unexposed group, and then you make the calculation. Divide both. Hope it is clear to you. So what is interpretation? Here the relative risk came as 4. So it is greater than 1. So it is 4 times higher risk. So you can say that smoking is a risk factor. So what is the take home message? In case control study, you look backwards and identify the odds ratio. If the odds ratio is more than 1, it indicates it is a significant association. And whereas in cohort study, you identify the relative risk. You start with the exposure, go forwards, follow the patient in a prospective cohort, and you identify the relative risk. If it is more than 1, there is a it is significant. Hope the odds ratio, relative risk, and 2 by 2 table is clear to you. Stay tuned for further videos.